Hello guys, it's Kingdom Sounds and I'm here today doing a review on the Fender Rumble Studio 40. So I'm just going to show you guys a beginner review and tutorial on how to kind of use it and get started with it. And then if you want a more advanced one, please do let me know in the comments down below. And I'll be sure to get to that and see what I can do. So starting from the beginning, I'm just going to show you when you first open it, this is what it's going to look like. You're going to have your gain right here, your bass, your middle, your treble, your master. And you're going to have a little super knob right here. It's going to do all kinds of cool stuff. I'll show you in a minute. And we have these three buttons. These are going to change the way your screen is. So if I zoom in right here, as you can see, I'm on a top setting. So if I scroll this little guy right here, it takes me to bank 2, 3, 4, and you get the idea. Goes on and on. So these are going to change it whether you want to do different things with effects or EQ. So over on this side, you're going to have couple other little buttons I'll show you in a little bit that are going to do different things with settings and effects and bypassing. Alright, so back here. This is what it's going to sound like right now. You have it opened and you just now got into it. This is what it's going to sound like. Sounds pretty good. So this is just my bass straight into the amp. So I'm going to go here actually, click the middle button, and I'm going to go right here, this little plus sign, and I'm going to click this little super knob. Let me zoom this just a little bit out so you can see what I'm doing. So I'm going to click this super knob, and I have all kinds of little effects right here, all kinds of them. So I'm going to go to delay, you're going to click it, and as you're going through them, it's going to tell you what it would sound like with all the other settings already on there. So if you want to do, let's say, multi-tap delay, or if you want to do reverse delay, you get the idea. So there's all kinds of them. You can do different ones. So you get the idea. So I'm going to go to memory delay. I'm going to click this to select, and you're going to click it one more time, and now it's in there. So you go back up to the top, it's going to look red. You're doing edits with it right now, so that makes sense. So I'm going to go back down here. You have your memory delay, and it's going into this super bassman OD. This is going to be your amplifier. And then from there into another effect, which is a small room effect. That's a reverb. So I'm going to actually exchange that. Let's say I don't want that. So you're going to click it, little super knob, and you're going to go to replace. And now again, you have all these different settings. I'll zoom in a little bit more so you can see what I'm doing. So I'm just going to scroll down and go to the very bottom, filters and pitch, and let's see what I can do. All kinds of stuff. Then there's again all kinds of stuff. So let's say you want that. You can select it. Now you can go all the way back up here. And let's say this is all you want to do. Then you're going to click this little save button right here. You can see it's glowing right there. So you're going to click that if you wanted to save it there. I personally don't want to, but if you want to, you can go ahead and save that. And then it's going to be saved there into your presets. There are actually 200 presets on here. So let's, for example, if you go back here, it's going to erase what I just now did. But empty. You have 100 of them empty, and then 100 of them already there. So I'm just going to go through a couple of these so you can hear what they sound like. Let's go to you can hear what it sounds like, or find a couple of the good ones to show ya. Here's a deep rumble. And as you can hear, that's very loud, and it might be a little bit kind of muffly or fuzzy depending on how you're hearing it or what speakers you have. I'm recording this with my phone, so it's going to sound a little bit different. Show you a couple other ones up here. We have our overdrive. We have a couple other cool ones. This one's gonna have a lot of like vibrating to it. And there's also a couple other ones. This one's gonna be really loud. And you can hear all these sounds. So again, this goes on for quite a bit. There's a lot of different stuff. So I'm just going to go back to the beginning here. So one other thing I just do want to tell you guys. So if I go over here, you see that your gain on the beginning is all the way down. As you can see right there. It is all the way down, it shows. Well, some of you guys may find that weird, because over here it shows your gain all the way over there. So what's going to change it is whenever you touch this, it's going to change the effect. So I'm just going to zoom in what I can. So the treble. Right here, you have your middle, for example. I'll do the middle. You have your middle a little bit below half. Here I have it a little bit above. But as soon as I touch it, you'll see it changes with me. That's because whenever you switch this, it's already going to be in its own preset. So when I switch it over to, let's say, this one right here, you have your gain all the way up. And as you can see, I clearly don't have my gain all the way up right there. Again, this is its own preset it has. But if you want to change it, using these, as soon as I touch it, as you can see, it changes. So that's how you're going to change little things like that. So now, I'm going to get into the last couple little things and we'll be done here. As you can see over here, you have all these settings. So if I go down here, I can click this little button right here, the effects button, and it's going to bypass my effects. So now all you have is my amplifier. And when I turn that off, let me change the effects so you can hear it real quick. I'm going to go to delay, and I'll just add anything. Alright, so now you can see here, I'm at the beginning. Well, if you click that little effects button I showed you earlier, I click it, now it bypasses all effects. As you can see, it's bypassed. Now when I click it, again, it's that little button right there. So when I turn it off, again, so you get the idea. So that's honestly about it. There's not really a whole lot to it. Again, there's many stuff you can do with this. A lot of stuff you can do with this. There is an app that actually will connect to your phone, and I might be able to show that in another video if you guys request that. But I'm sure there's also other videos on YouTube you can find. But you can actually go over here to menu, right here, and you're going to see your Wi-Fi and Bluetooth settings. So with this amp's Wi-Fi, you're going to be able to connect to it, and you're going to be able to use your phone and change your settings or effects or amplifiers, whatever you want from your phone. So it might come in handy if you're doing like a little gig or something, again, just at a small place or whatever, and you don't have time to come all the way up here and mess with your settings. You can add your settings on the phone, which is a neat little feature they added there. Also, you're going to have your tap, as I already explained. Another cool thing is you're going to have a tuner. So I'm going to go right here and tune my first string. This is a 5-string bass, so I'm tuning my B string. And I'm in tune. Then I'm going to go to my E string. I'm about there, and you get the idea. So that's also a pretty cool setting. There's several other things that you can do through this. It has a lot of different effects, different amplifiers, all kinds of stuff I didn't get into. But that's the basics of it. So if you go down here also, you click that little the very last button. All these settings are down here. You can do all kinds of different settings down here in EQ. And again, also this thing does plug straight into your interface if you're doing recording or something, which is pretty nice. I have done that a few times. And I've only had this for about 3 or 4 days, but I've been messing around since, and I'm loving it so far. It's very nice, and it has a very solid structure. It also is just a very nice amp for what you're paying. So I do recommend it over any other amps. If you're looking for an amp just for bass, then this is my personal way I'd say I'd go. But hopefully you liked this video and it helped you with some stuff. And again, I'm really just thankful you guys are watching this, and I hope you guys were able to decide if this is something you're wanting to get or not, or it helped you if you're trying to figure out how to use it. And now I'm going to show you the back of the amp, show you what that kind of looks like. Alrighty guys, so here's the back of it. So all the way over here, you're going to have your power switch. Here you're going to have a little horn switch, and it's going to affect the horn here. You can't really hear it in some settings, in others you can. You can kind of mess around, see if that's something you want on or not. You have your power cord right here. And also over here you have your USB cord if you wanted to plug in, again, like I said, into your interface. You have your foot switch right here. So you can add a foot switch whether you're doing something with tapping or recording, like a loop. Here you're going to have all your settings for whenever you're recording, or if you're trying to get into a bigger system, whether it's a bigger speaker you're using. So you can kind of, again, mess around with the back, see what settings you want or not. And if I didn't say earlier, this is where you're plugging your bass in, just right up here, straight into there. So that's all about it for the front, and that's pretty much the end of the video. Alrighty guys, so I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it helped you. Again, I do hope that you subscribe and share this with anyone else who is considering purchasing this bass amp, or just wants to learn how to get a beginner's tutorial on how to use it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching again, and I'll see you guys next time.